Okay, so obviously I didn't want to get up this morning. I woke up super early, and this is just how our mornings have been. So I thought that I would share our morning with you. The very first thing that I do when I get up is drink coffee and have my devotional time, which you didn't see that part. But then I wake up the boys, and I wake them up at about 8 o'clock in the morning and call them downstairs, and we pile up on the couch and we have our worship time. So we do some praise and worship videos on YouTube, and we just sing and pray to ourselves. We mention our prayer requests. We have a little board that we keep track of all of our prayer requests as a family for each week, and if we add to that each day or take some away that the Lord has answered, we do that. And then I turn on the music and we just have some worship time. We worship quietly to ourselves. As you can see, some of the boys don't like getting up, so they're like wrapped in the blanket like, oh my goodness, I don't want to move. And Tristan's a little bit older, so he's worshiping with me, and he sings out loud sometimes, and so do the other boys, and that's just what we do. Usually Jensen's all up on me, and that's just Jensen. He's literally always all over me. But that's just what we do. Before we clean up any messes, you can see there's mess all around us. There's mess on the couch, on the floor, there's mess in the kitchen. But before we do anything else to start our day, we just worship together. And after we worship, we do a devotion, and we talk about some things, and whether it's a Bible study or whether it's just like a topical study of things that I think we're going through in our family or things they're going through in their life that needs to be brought up. We do some Bible study together, and that's just how we choose to start the day, on a super positive note, praying over each other, praying for us to get along, praying for us to be productive. And look at Jensen, he's worshiping with his mama. So it's super, super sweet. I think that it's very, very important as a Christian mama to worship in front of my babies. It teaches them how to worship. It teaches them to love the Lord and to praise Him for the things that He does for us. And praying this way each day for prayer requests, writing them down, it shows them that God does answer prayers. So it's just super important that we start our day this way. And I can say that since we have started beginning our days like this, on the days that we stick to our routine and do it, our day is so much better. Like, it just makes them more positive. It makes them get along better. It just seems that it has such a positive impact on them, versus lazing around and doing whatever and then begrudgingly getting started on homeschool work. So that is what we do.
right. I feel I belong in the light. Passion has gone and love's taken flight. Things just feel heavy tonight.
Okay, so after we do our Bible study, I do give them a chance to eat breakfast. Tristan is a mini chef, a little junior chef, and he has started to cook a little bit in the kitchen. He is 10, and he loves to make pancakes and scrambled eggs in the morning. That's his favorite thing in the world. He makes it for everyone, so I don't have a problem with it. He makes eggs for him and Jensen because they're the ones who likes eggs, and he makes pancakes for everybody. And I don't even really oversee what he does anymore. I try to oversee the fact, are you making a colossal mess? But for the most part, he's just really good at doing it himself, so he's really doing well. And he makes some sort of breakfast. Sometimes they have cereal, sometimes they have toast or bagels or whatever, but a lot of times Tristan does like to cook breakfast. So that's what he did in this morning, and I didn't even get I totally should have gotten a clip of him cooking because it is absolutely adorable. But then we head on into the homeschool room and we get started. So this day I was just trying to pull from the workbooks that I knew that were coming next after what they were doing. They were practicing their spelling words, and then we did math, we did English, and we did science on this day. And so that is what our school day looks like for this day. And they just play around, and I have to keep them on task, and then slowly we get our schoolwork done. I have found that putting so much pressure on our schooling each day is really not good for me or for them. I have goals and I have tasks that I write down in my planner. So I write down a lesson planning planner, and I keep that each week of what I want us to get done for that week. And then I transfer it into a pretty homeschool planner, as I call it. And instead of scribble planner, it is just a pretty version where I write down what exactly we did get done. Not what I expect to get done, but what we actually got accomplished. And I find that it's working really, really well. So we are doing a big project on the rainforest, as you can see that big piece of paper. Alaric is just now starting school, so he does lots of different manipulatives and ABC puzzles, and he does worksheets as well. He does drawing and different things like that. And I don't push him to have a strict schedule for school yet. He is 4 years old, and I don't push him to really have a heavy, strict schooling every single day. There are things that he does. He definitely gets interested. He is involved in our read alouds. He's involved in all of those things. But as for just strict schooling every single day, I do not do that. Now, Jensen's usually always in the homeschool room with us. He does puzzles as well. He has manipulatives available to him, but as you can see, he really just tries to make as much trouble as he possibly can. Like, let me put this glue stick all over where it doesn't belong so that the pages will stick together. Let me climb all over our homeschool table. Let me climb all over Mommy while she's feeling extremely morning sick and wanting to cry because I don't even want to be here. Like, I feel so nauseous. I just want to go to bed, but I can't. And then let me try to distract and get in the way of my big brothers who are really just trying to get their schoolwork done. That's pretty much Jensen in a nutshell. And as you can see, everybody's shirtless because they're boys and it's summer and it's Alabama, and that's just the way we roll. But yeah, that's part of why I like homeschooling. It's really just come in as you are. I look like a hot mess, so today it's fine. We're still learning and we're still getting it all done. much and time for me to clean up because the house is a mess. And this is usually the time of day while their stuff is cooking in the air fryer or the oven or whatever it is, I start cleaning and I don't stop until I'm satisfied with where we're at. My kitchen is always a mess. It's literally always a mess. I run the dishwasher at least 2 times a day, maybe even more. I wash all of my pots and pans, and I still have to run the dishwasher multiple times. We don't use paper plates, and we use paper cups ever so often, but not mostly, and we don't use paper plates just because, like, I would be using so many paper plates, and they're freaking expensive. You know what I mean? Like, when I take into the account the amount of water I pay for to wash the dishes versus how many paper plates I would be buying, because my kids are the kind of kids that, like, if you have a stack of paper plates, they're gonna find a way to waste them. Like, they're just gonna find a snack to put on the paper plate, and then it's just gonna be thrown away. So because of that, I really don't buy paper plates very often unless it's like a special holiday or an event or people are coming over and it's just something I'm doing for a bunch of people. But mostly we just use regular plates, and they use plastic because they will break all of my dishes if I let them, and it's just exhausting. I hate the kitchen. It's my least favorite thing to clean, and it's the thing I have to clean the absolute most because it's literally always dirty. Like, it is always dirty. There's never a time where my kitchen just stays clean for more than an hour or so. Like, here it is dirty again. Yeah, just messy. Like, look at all the mess around me. Those are dirty clothes behind me that I have to pick up. Yeah, just somebody spilled something all over a pile of clean clothes that was in one of the bedrooms, and so I had to just wash the entire pile because stuff got all over, a little bit on everything. So then I threw that bunch of clothes out there in a big pile so I could wash it. We got dishes galore. Like, my house is just messy a lot, and it's just a lot to clean every single day. There's a lot of people in this house, and when you live in a house, you make a mess, and that's just how my life works. So the kitchen is my least favorite part. It has to be done, so we might as well get it done. And look at that pan. I was showing it to you. I know this is really sped up and you probably couldn't tell, but I was showing it to you. Tristan burned pancakes, and I think it was pancakes. It may have been eggs, but I'm pretty sure it was pancakes with real butter all over that pan. And bless its heart, like, I'm gonna have to get a Brillo pad and scrub it really well because bless its heart, it got scathed. And so that is what I'm doing. I'm doing the kitchen, and then I move on to bigger and better things. But I hope that you liked this video. This is just our morning, spending the morning with us up until lunchtime. I actually want to film a full day in the life where I really show you the schedule that we've been working with and how well it's been working for our family, especially to do with homeschooling and kids that are home all the time. I know that will help not only homeschool mamas, but also mamas whose kids are home for the summer, because it's like, what do I do? These people all day, every day, they're always home. And we've really been sticking to the schedule, and it has been working so well for us. We were kind of not sticking to any kind of schedule or routine, and the kids were just kind of everywhere. Everything was always chaos, and I just couldn't handle it anymore. So I definitely want to do a full day in the life where I show you that schedule and how well it works for us. But until then, I hope that you enjoyed this spending the morning with me, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.